Okay, so once again, good afternoon to everyone. Okay, so in morning lecture, we can study what are the different techniques to capture the image and to represent the image. Okay, so we can study the three techniques. That is the image acquisition. First technique is the image acquisition by using single sensor. Second technique is a image acquisition by using sensor strip. And third technique is the image acquisition by using a sensor array. Okay. So in a 2 minutes, we can break these three techniques. So by using a single sensor, so in this case, we can use a photodiode as a sensor. So always remember it, to capture the image or to represent the image, we require the displacement in two directions. One is in vertical direction and other is in a horizontal direction. Why? Because we can always represent the image in two axes. One is the x-axis and another is a y-axis. So the x-axis can consider the displacement in vertical direction, sorry, horizontal direction, and y-axis consider the movement in vertical direction. Okay, so here in first technique, we can use a one sensor. So that one sensor we can put a one rod. So that rod having a linear motion. So it having a x direction motion, and the cylindrical drum which is continuously rotating, it having a another direction. So in this way we can get two direction, two displacements. But the basic disadvantage of this first method is the process is slow to represent the image. So in order to avoid it, we can use a second method, that is the image acquisition by using a sensor strip. So in this case, we can use a number of sensors which are mounted on a one strip. That strip is called as a sensor strip. The number of sensors might be more than 4,000. Okay, so the sensor application of this sensor strip can be found in a satellite field, also in a medical field, to capture the three-dimensional images. Okay, but while using the second method, we are not able to capture the 100% part of the image. So in order to capture the maximum part of the image, we can arrange the sensor strip in a adjacent to each other in a vertical direction or in a horizontal direction. So we can form a one rectangular board by using this type of sensor strips. So by using this, we can achieve the 100% or the maximum part of the image. Okay. Okay, my voice is clear. ऐकू येतंय व्यवस्थित?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So now the next
Yes, sir.
important thing we have to study is image sampling and quantization. Okay. So as we study the three techniques, so by using these three techniques, we can get the idea regarding how we can display the image. So it is a basic fundamental to display the image. आता ह्या ज्या तीन टेक्निक आहे, सो बाय युझिंग दिस थ्री टेक्निक वी नो हाऊ टू display the image or how to represent the image. Okay, but by using image sampling and quantization, we can implement these three techniques. So these are the three theoretical techniques. So what are the theoretical technique we have to implement by a practical way? So in order to achieve the practical way, we need to convert the analog image into the digital image. आता आपण ज्या तीन टेक्निक स्टडी केल्या, so by using these three technique, we know to represent the image, we require the displacement in two position, that is in a vertical position and horizontal position. But it is a theoretical thing. How to represent the image, how to convert the whatever the object we can see by our eyes, or we can capture by using a digital camera. So that object might be in analog format. Okay, so to represent the analog format or to convert the analog format into the digital format, we require two techniques. So one is a image sampling and another is a quantization. So As we convert the analog image into the digital image, then and then only we can observe on our monitor. Why? Because our monitor, that is our desktop, can understand only binary language. So it cannot understand the analog language. Okay. So to understood the image by our computer, yeah, by our devices, we have to convert the analog image into the digital image. So in order to convert analog image into the digital image, we require these two techniques. That is a image sampling and quantization. Okay. So the first technique is a image sampling. Now, what is the image sampling? So if we deal with any analog image, right? So we have to represent, yeah, we have to bring back into its two orientations. That is, we have to represent in a x-axis and y-axis. Suppose consider take an example of sine wave. Okay, so everyone listen carefully. So if we take the example of sine wave, so the sine wave, it may be start from its origin, and it can be changes with respect to time. So we can represent this wave in x-axis and y-axis, right? So in on x-axis we can represent the frequency, right? And on y-axis we can represent a voltage. Okay, so whatever the maximum and minimum part on a y-axis, or the maximum or minimum peak on a y-axis, that we can call as a amplitude, राईट. आपण वाय ऍक्सिस वर काय करतो, जी काही वेव्हची मॅक्सिमम इंटेन्सिटी असेल किंवा जी काही निगेटिव्ह मध्ये मिनिमम असेल, so for that we can refer a amplitude. So similarly in a images also, so depending on the intensity of light, we can consider the amplitude of waves on a y-axis. It may be in positive part, it may be in a negative part. Okay, so x and y, these two coordinates are called as a spatial coordinates. So always remember it, in a images we can represent x and y axis, and these two axes is called as a spatial coordinates. Okay, so in order to digitize, so in order to represent these two coordinates x and y, so that process is called as a image sampling. Okay, म्हणजे काय, we have an analog image, right? So that analog image we can represent on a x plane and y plane. If we consider any image, so the image consists of number of colors, right? एका image मध्ये एकच color असतो. So the image consists of number of colors. So some colors are dark, some colors are too bright, some colors having the middle intensity. So in images we can find out there is a change in intensity of light. Means some colors are too dark, some colors are too bright. So depending on this change in colors, the amplitude of image can also be changes. So आता if we consider one image, आता एका image ची amplitude किंवा if we consider one image, so that one image does not having a constant amplitude. So as the color changes, it can vary its amplitude. जसे आपले if we consider sine wave मध्ये कशी, due to the noise किंवा due to the distortion, the amplitude of wave can be changes. So similarly in the images also, due to the intensity of images or the intensity of colors, the amplitude value can be also changes. आता आपण जर एखादी इमेज रिप्रेझेंट इन एक्स ऍक्सिस and y axis, so there is a change in amplitude. Okay, so whatever the various dots, whatever the various pixels, so that dot or that pixel is called as a image sampling. Means whatever the image we can represent on a x and y plane, that is called as a image sampling. Have you understand it? What is the image sampling? Okay, so basically image sampling means whatever the we convert the analog image into the digital image. So in order to convert analog image into digital image, first we need to represent the analog image. Okay, so what are the various pixels are present in an analog image, so that is called as a image sampling. Okay, so by using sampling we can measure the various discrete intervals. What are the various pixels are present on x and y intermediates, so it may be it at any position. So we can measure this type of pixels by using a sampling. Okay, and next is a quantization. Now, by using sampling, we can represent the pixels by using various values. Now, we have to convert these various intervals or these various values into the particular integers, into the digits, right? So, we have to convert these analog values into the some integers. That integer, uh, that process is called as a quantization. Okay, so what is the quantization? So whatever we can represent the various amplitude values into two dimensions, so that values we have to convert it into the integer value. Yeah, it is in numbers value, so that is called as a quantization. Okay, so everyone understood it, what is a sampling and what is a quantization. Okay, so once again I'll repeat what is a sampling and what is a quantization. So in sampling, we can represent the analog image into the two dimensions. And whatever the representation in a sampling, that we have to bring into the integer values. So that is called as a image quantization. So by using sampling and quantization, we can represent the image into x and y direction, so in x and y coordinates. Okay, so here we can take a one example, and by using this example, we can brief the sampling and quantization. Okay, so here we can take a one analog object, one random image, so which having a analog shape. Okay, everyone uh, see carefully. दिसतंय का सगळ्यांना? हा, दिसतंय? Okay, so here, okay, now listen and listen carefully, everyone, and observe the images. So by using this, we can clear the concept of sampling and quantization. So here, in a figure one, we can take a one analog image, right? So it having a analog shape, right? So we have to convert this analog image into the digital image, right? So in order to convert the analog image into the digital image, we can cut the image into two parts. So it's our choice. Here we have to cut the image into two parts. So if we look at image carefully, we can cut the image by using a AB line. Everyone observe it. This thing we can cut the image into the AB plane, right? So by using this plane, we can split the object, we can split the analog image into two parts. Now, come at the right side, second image. Okay, so by using a graph, we can first draw a plane which is started from point A to point B. ठीक आहे, मग आता बघा, इफ वी कट द प्लेन फ्रॉम पॉइंट ए टू पॉइंट बी, तर दोन इमेज मध्ये स्पार्ट केली तर काय होईल, एकतर इमेजचा यू कॅन कन्सिडर द अप्पर पार्ट ऑफ इमेज or the lower part of image. So you can consider any one part. So you can consider the upper part or you can consider the lower part. So here we can consider the upper part of the image. So in between point A and point B, we have a half circle. So from the analog shape, we have one half circle. So here at the right side, we can consider the point A and point B. So in between point A and point B, we can consider the connectivity of point A and point B. Okay, now we have to apply the sampling and quantization. So here below the analog image, we can consider the various samples. Okay. So while considering the sample, so samples might be located at any random position. So here we can put some dots, right? So what are the analog image we have to convert into the digital image. So at that time we have a certain intensities. That intensity is called as a amplitude. So whatever the amplitude, whatever the maximum path, a maximum curve. So for that curve, we can put a particular dots. So here we can put a small squares, that is called as a image sampling. And at the right side of this, we can also mark the intensity levels, how the intensity can be changes, right? So after applying the sampling, we have to represent only the integer values. Okay. So what are the analog format? What are the various disturbances? What are the various changes? So that we have to remove it. Okay. So after removing, yeah, after applying quantization, so will look like a final image. So it having only the pixel values, it does not contain any analog format of the image. Okay, so in this way we can apply the sampling and quantization. Mataya, now your doubt is how we can convert, yeah, how the digital image will be look like. So it is a concept of applying sampling and quantization. Okay, so from this might be you don't get any idea how the analog image can be converted into the digital image. So at the final stage, yeah, after applying the sampling and quantization, you can observe only the dots, that is called as the pixels. Okay, so here we can represent the image after the conversion of, yeah, applying of image sampling and quantization. Okay, so here we have a one analog image, so similar shape we can consider. So after applying sampling and quantization, it can convert into the digital format. Okay, so everyone observe it, how we can, yeah, how the analog image can be converted into the digital image after applying the sampling and quantization process. So have you observed any difference between these two images? So the first image having total analog format, so it can be randomly changes. So after that, if we observe the sampling and quantization image, so it having a digital format. There is no analog change. Either it can be changes from 0 to 1, 1 to 0, to 1, right? Have you observed it? Yes, have you understood it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so whatever the image sampling and what is the image quantization means how we can convert the analog image into the digital image. So that is possible by using these two techniques, that is called as a image sampling and quantization. So first we need to keep in mind what is the analog image and what is the digital image. So by referring these two figures, our idea should be clear what is the analog and what is the digital. So if we observe the first shape, so it having a random shape, right? So there is a curve, it may be a slide curve, or it may be a square, sorry, it may be a circle, right? So it having an analog shape. After applying sampling and quantization, the analog shape can be removed and it can be only changes from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. That is with only vertical lines and horizontal lines. So it is called as a digital image. Okay, so again, when we convert the analog image into the digital image, so there is a no change in amplitude. So how we can justify it? There is no change in amplitude. So if we observe carefully the top part of the analog image and bottom part of the analog image, so it having a dark intensity. Have you observed it? So similarly, you can observe the digital image also, the top of digital image and the bottom of digital image. It having also a dark intensity. So there is a dark black color at the top and bottom of analog as well as digital image. My voice is clear, audible to everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Roll number one might be you don't have a range. The थोडं range मध्ये बसा कुठे तर then and then only we can get their files. My files is audible to other everyone also. Okay, so it is a concept of image sampling and quantization. Okay, so we can also justify it how the intensity can be keep as it is. So if we observe the top and bottom part, we can get the idea. So the top part and bottom part also having the same intensity. Okay. Okay, so after that, now up to this we can convert. Yeah, up to this we can study the various analog part of the image processing. Means what is the analog image, how we can represent the image, yeah, how we can convert the analog image into the digital image, right? So as we convert the analog image into the digital image, now up from this we have to study various relationship between pixels. So as a single image consists of number of pixels. So as we also observe in this diagram also, so what are the various dots? It may be represented by a small circle dot, it may be represented by a small square, or it may be represented with a star. So we can represent image with any notation. So generally we can represent the image with the help of dot, small black dot. Okay, so now we have to study the basic relationship between pixels. Now what is the basic relationship between pixels? Okay, so if we consider a one image, now imagine we have a one image, and that one image we can represent by using a uh, image sampling and quantization. That is, we can convert analog image into the digital image, right? So the digital image consists of number of pixels. Okay, so the pixels might be n numbers. So consider 1,000, lakhs, 10 lakh, 1 crore. It may be infinite numbers. Now, if we have to calculate the distance between two pixels, so if we consider uh, image of our face, okay, so if we represent our face by using a sampling and quantization, that is, we can represent our face into the digital format. So our face consists of number of pixels, right? And if we have to consider, if we have to calculate the distance between two eyes, right? So in order to calculate the distance between two eyes, we need to consider the relationship between pixels. How we can calculate the distance between two pixels, right? Yeah, how we can calculate the distance between two eyes, right? So in order to measure the various pixels, yeah, in order to consider the distance between two pixels, we have we have to study uh, various types of distances. Okay, so there are number of distances, but for our syllabus we have to study the basic distances. That is, the first one is a Euclidean distance, second one is a d4 distance, so that is called as a city block distance, and third one is a d8 distance, that is a chessboard distance. Okay, now what is a Euclidean distance, what is a city block distance, what is a chessboard distance? Yeah, why it can called as a city block, yeah, why it can called as a chessboard? Okay, so that we have to study it, and by using some mathematical part we can calculate distance between two pixels. So uh, we have to rememberize these formulas: Euclidean distance, city block distance, and chessboard distance. So always keep in mind, if we have to calculate the distance, we have to consider the two pixels. ओके, मग डिस्टन्स आपण कधी कॅल्क्युलेट करू शकतो? जर दोन पिक्सल कन्सिडर केले, इफ वी कन्सिडर द टू पिक्सल्स, सो देन अँड देन ओनली वी कॅन कॅल्क्युलेट द डिस्टन्स बिटवीन टू पिक्सल्स. जर फक्त एकच पिक्सल कन्सिडर केला तर डिस्टन्स कसं कॅल्क्युलेट करणार, right? So in order to calculate the distance we have to consider the two pixels. So here we can consider the pixel p and pixel q. Okay, so okay, so keep in mind, we have to rememberize these three formulas. What is the formula for Euclidean distance? What is the city block distance? And what is the chessboard distance? Okay, so just keep in mind, take a screenshot of these three formulas. So to calculate the distance, we can consider the two pixels. The one pixel is a pixel Q and another pixel is a pixel Q. Okay, so always we can represent the pixel into two orientation. So the first pixel, it is a pixel P, can have the coordinates X and Y. And for the another pixel, we can take the different coordinates. Okay, so the pixel P having coordinates X and Y, and the pixel Q having coordinates S and T. Okay, clear? So by using these three distances, we can calculate the distance between two pixels. Okay, clear? Okay. So next is what are the types of pixel neighborhoods? Now it is a neighbor. आपण neighbor म्हणजे काय? We can call as a neighbor. आता आपण neighbor म्हणजे काय? आपण शेजारी म्हणतो. The pixel also located at adjacent to each other. म्हणजे pixel जे असं, suppose we can consider one pixel, right? So at the side of these pixels, we have a number of pixels. म्हणजे समजा एक एक्झाम्पल घ्या, आपण एका बेंचवर बसलोय, ठीक आहे. आता आपण कन्सिडर आपण एक पिक्सल आहे, आपण आणि आपल्या शेजारी जे काही नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स आहेत ते पण आपल्या शेजारी बसलेत, राईट. सो दीज आर द नेबर्स ऑफ आवर्स. सिमिलरली इन इमेजेस ऑल्सो वन पर्टिक्युलर पिक्सल हॅव्हिंग अ नंबर ऑफ नेबर्स. मग आता हे नेबर कसे असतात? So there are different types of neighbors. So the neighbors are connected by using these three types of connectivity. So one is called as a 4 connected, other is a 8 connected, next is a 6 connected. आता 4 connected म्हणजे काय बघा. So observe the first figure. So we have a ब्लू कलर्स. एका सेंटरला आपण एक ब्लू कलर दिलाय, त्याच्या चारही बाजूला वी कॅन रिप्रेझेंट द ब्लू कलर्स, म्हणजे इन व्हर्टिकल डिरेक्शन अँड हॉरिझॉन्टल डिरेक्शन. म्हणजे इफ वी सिट ॲट वन प्लेस, आपल्या शेजारचा ॲट द राईट साइड, लेफ्ट साइड, समोरचा आणि पाठीमागचा, ठीक आहे. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ 4 कनेक्टेड पिक्सल. जर आपण 8 कनेक्टेड घेतले, सो वी हॅव टू कन्सिडर ऑल 8 डिरेक्शन्स, म्हणजे राईट साइड, लेफ्ट साइड, front, back, and the diagonal also. So that is called as a 8 connected. And what is a 6 connected? So if the 6 pixels are connected adjacent to each other, it is called as a 6 connected pixels. Okay. So this idea is clear. What is a 4 connected and what is a 8 connected? Yes, hello. Okay, so for our syllabus, we have to consider 4 connected pixels and 8 connected pixels. Now, how to calculate 4 connected pixel and 8 connected pixel? So the 4 connected means consider we are sit at a one place. आपल्या right side चा student, left side चा student, front आणि back. So हे जे 4 student आहेत. So these are the 4 connected neighbors of our. जर आपण 8 connected घेतले, so along with these 4, we have to consider also diagonal students, diagonal neighbors. So that is called as a 8 connected pixels. So here we can take a one example how we can consider the 4 connected and 8 connected neighbors. If the 4 neighbors are connected, so that is called as a D4 distance, yeah, 4 connectivity. And if the 8 neighbors are connected, so that is called as a D8 distance, yeah, 8 neighbors. आता बघा, in first figure, at the center we can locate a 0, right? And here we can consider pixel with a D4 is equal to 1. आता D4 equal to 1 म्हणजे काय? Our central pixel having 4 neighbors which are having value 1. आहे का बघा मग त्यामध्ये. सो सेंटर इज अ 0 and at the right side, left side, top and bottom we have a one values. So don't bother about uh, two digit. So in D4 distance, we can consider D4 equal to 1, right? If we consider D4 equal to 1 and we have a 4 neighbors, so here we can act as a 4 neighbor. And in second square, we can consider D8 neighbors, where D8 is equal to 1. So at the center, we can locate a 0, and at the side of 0 in 8 position, we have a 8 ones. Clear? What is a 4 neighbor and what is 8 neighbor? Okay, so uh, keep in mind this concept, what is a 4 neighbor and what is 8 neighbor. So we have some numericals that we have to solve it. What is a 4 neighbor and what is a 8 neighbor. So the concept of 4 neighbor and 8 neighbor clear. So the first square represent the 4 neighbor and the second figure represent the 8 neighbor. So in 4 neighbor, the pixel with D4 is equal to 1, means at origin we can consider 0, and at the 4 side we have a same number of pixels. So which having a similar integer value 1, 1, 1 and 1. And if you consider 8 neighbors, then at all side we have a ones. Okay. So next is a type of pixel neighborhoods. If we represent the image in a digital format, so image consists of number of rows and number of columns, right? Image मध्ये फक्त एकच row किंवा एकच column असतो का, right? So if we consider the image having size of 256 into 256, right? So if the image resolution is 256 into 256, then it having 256 rows and 256 columns, right? So how many number of rows and how many number of columns are present in the image, it can depend on its resolution. So if the image resolution, if the image dimension is of 256 into 256, means 256 rows and 256 columns. So out of these 256 rows and 256 column, if we have to measure the distance between any two pixels, so we have to consider this type of neighborhoods. It is a D4 distance, D8 distance, connectivity, right? Okay, so in order to measure this distance between two pixels, we have to consider the 4 important points. One is a adjacency, next one is a connectivity, third one is a regions, and fourth is a boundary. Okay, now first point, that is a adjacency. So in previous slide we can connect cover the adjacency, that is it might be a 4 connectivity or it might be a 8 connectivity. So in adjacency we have to also represent the image by using 4 adjacency or 8 adjacency. Now how to refer it? So when we take a one example, one numerical, so we can easily understand what is a 4 connectivity and what is a 8 connectivity, right? So the adjacency and connectivity are the important parts to measure the distance between two pixels. Okay, so the connectivity means how the pixels can be connected to each other, how we can consider the connectivity between two pixels. So there are this some set of rules. So it may be a 4 connectivity, it may be a 8 connectivity, and it may be a M connectivity. The note down करून घेत असेल तर note down करून घ्या. So these are the 3 important connectivity. So first one is a 4 connectivity, second one is a 8 connectivity, and third one is a M connectivity. Clear? Yes, Sudarshan Kodi, roll number 41.
Yes, sir.
What are the different these 3 types of connectivity? कोणत्या 3 connectivity आहेत? Yes, tell me the 3 types of connectivity. Roll number 25. Pratiksha. What are the three types of connectivity? कोणत्या तीन connectivity सांगितल्या आता?
Yes, sir.
Tell me. कोणत्या तीन सांगितल्या? फर्स्ट वन.
No, sir.
कुठे लक्ष मग? असं लेक्चर अटेंड करताय का? रोल नंबर 4 अश्विनी. रोल नंबर 3 स्नेहल. एनीवन? फक्त अटेंडन्स
Type M type.
राइट. 4 connectivity, 8 connectivity and M connectivity. M, capital M. Okay, so always remember it. किंवा लिहून ठेवा. The first one is a 4 connectivity, second one is a 8 connectivity and third one is a M connectivity. Now what is a 4 connectivity, what is a 8 connectivity, and what is a M connectivity? आता हे तीन डेफिनेशन लक्षात ठेवा. How we have to measure the distance between two pixels and how we can connect the two pixels. जर का आपण now listen carefully. So if we consider the 4 connectivity, then we can connect the 2 pixels. आता आपण हे जर आपण 4 connectivity consider केली, so then we can connect the 2 pixels either in a horizontal path or vertical path. काय म्हणतोय बघा, जर आपल्याला 2 पिक्सल मध्ये डिस्टन्स कनेक्ट करायचं आहे किंवा you have to calculate the distance between 2 pixels by using 4 connectivity, then we can go either in vertical direction or horizontal direction. These are the only 2 directions. So if we have to consider 4 connectivity, we can go in a vertical direction or horizontal direction. Next, if we consider the 8 connectivity, so in 8 connectivity we have a choice. We can go in horizontal, vertical and diagonal also, right? Understood it? So if the connectivity of is 4 connectivity is there, so we can connect the pixel only in horizontal and vertical direction. And if we have 8 connectivity, then we can connect the 2 pixels in a vertical, horizontal and diagonal direction also. And the third type is a M connectivity. So the M connectivity is the combination of 4 connectivity and 8 connectivity. Clear?
Yes, sir.
आता सांगता येईल कोणाला? रोल नंबर 21 श्रद्धा.
Yes, sir.
4 कनेक्टिव्हिटी मध्ये आपण कोणत्या डायरेक्शन कन्सिडर करतो? यस, नाही सांगता येत. रोल नंबर 50 ओमकार साळुंखे.
Yes, sir.
टेल मी द 4 कनेक्टिव्हिटी. 4 कनेक्टिव्हिटीची काय कंडिशन आहे? काय सांगितलं तर कंडिशन? येस
Sir, vertical and horizontal direction.
right. So if the connectivity is of connectivity, then we can consider we can connect pixel only in vertical and horizontal direction. And if the connectivity is of 8 connectivity, then we can consider vertical, horizontal and diagonal direction. आता हे कसं करायचं? So for that we can take a one numerical. So also for our exam, final exam, we also numericals. So based on this numerical, we can get an idea how we can consider 4 connectivity, 8 connectivity and M connectivity. Okay. and the other two concepts are region and boundary. आता region म्हणजे काय? So consider आता region चं एक example घ्या. So consider the map of India, right? आता ह्या इंडियाच्या मॅप मध्ये we can consider one state. So if we consider Maharashtra as a state, so the Maharashtra is a region, right? हा काय सब पार्ट आहे कशाचा? पूर्ण इंडियाच्या मॅपचा, right? So this is a small region of India. So Maharashtra is a small region of India. म्हणजे काय? If we consider the total image, and from that total image, if we consider a small part, so that small part is called as a region. Okay, so India, consider the map of India. In the map of India, we can consider the state Maharashtra. So Maharashtra is a one region. Clear? And fourth is a boundary. The boundary म्हणजे काय? So boundary means, again take a same example. So at the side of Maharashtra there is a Gujarat, there is a Karnataka, right? So there is a separation between Maharashtra and Karnataka, right? So after the separation between these two states, that separation is called as a border or boundary. So similarly, if we separate the two images from each other, so that is called as a border or boundary. Okay, so these are the basic concepts of the neighbors, the basic concept of the pixels. So everyone clear? Okay, so in next lecture we can take the numericals and examples based on the basic relationship between pixels. ठीक आहे? जर Google Meet possible नसेल, so they can take in a Zoom because we require some sketching part also. ठीक आहे? Okay, any doubts? Sushant, Omkar Salonke, attending lecture is important. Google Meet वर किती आन्सर देत आहे? बट ठीक आहे. Now if we have a mathematical part, we'll go with the Zoom. जर Google Meet वरचं mathematical part घेता येत असेल, so I'll study it. So if it is possible, then we can take it. Okay? Okay, any doubts? Okay, for attendance, so in morning 1 to 35 is in continuation. So after 35 there is a discontinuity in putting roll numbers. So 1 ते 35 नंबर व्यवस्थित पुट केलेत, 35 पासून 57 पर्यंत there is a change in numbers. तर व्यवस्थित नंबर पुट करा. Okay? Okay, I'll stop the recording. You can put your roll numbers from start with roll number 1.